Now, I introduced you earlier this year to one of the great voices you will ever hear, Roberto Alagna, A-L-A-G-N-A. Remember I spoke to him after he gave a special guest performance in a private concert for Prince Charles at Buckingham Palace. At the moment, he's in Australia on a 3-concert tour. The first show was last Thursday, when sadly I wasn't here, at the Sydney Opera House. And then tonight, all you Victorian listeners drive from anywhere, he'll be at the Hamer Hall at the Melbourne Arts Centre. Just go to theartscentremelbourne.com.au or call 1300 182 183, 1300 182 183. This is what you'll hear. You don't have to know much about this singing medium art to know that here is a singer in low gear. This is effortless. Listen to this. Effortless. Dear, we've died and gone to heaven. Now, that's tonight in Melbourne. Then in Brisbane on Saturday, July 30, at that glorious convention and exhibition centre, where he'll take to the stage with the Queensland Symphony Orchestra. You've got to go. 13 28 49. I thought we'd have a quick word with the voice. Welcome to Australia, Roberto.
Thank you, Alan. It's a great pleasure.
How did the show go in Sydney?
Oh, it was fantastic. You know, it was a great show because it's very special. It's not, the usual opera tour. No, it's something more special, more popular for people, and very, very. We share a lot of passion together.
I must say that you would have done your homework here, but Australia has this most amazing record in terms of its population of producing opera singers, great opera singers all over the world. Of course, everyone knows of people like Joan Sutherland, but of course we've got people like Loris Elms and Donald Smith and Raymond MacDonald and Neil Warren Smith and Yvonne Kenny, and there's a whole stack of them. And now, of course, young Nicole Carr, who's one of the big new voices.
Yes, it's true. It's a great country.
And Dame Nellie Melba.
Yeah, Nellie Melba. Oh, she was famous also for the dessert.
Yeah, the dessert. Isn't that lovely, for the dessert? The dessert. You've brought something to Australia, I note, which you've said is specifically Sicilian. Tell us why Sicilian music means so much to you.
It's not really Sicilian. It's more Napolitan.
Napolitan. Yes.
Why? Because Naples was the capital of opera at that time. You know, those composers create opera. In fact, the great Caruso became the great Caruso in America because of those songs. Because Naples invent the lyric opera, and when you sing this kind of arias, they are more difficult than opera songs. You can hear Beniamino Gigli. You know, they are very dramatical.
But you see, just listening to Roberto speak there, and I'll play you the voice, and you would think, well, here's a man who's been immersed in this all his life. Listen to the voice, and I'm going to ask him to tell you that that's not quite the case. Have a listen to this.
La donna è mobile, qual piuma al vento, muta d'accento e di pensiero. La donna è mobile, qual piuma al vento, muta
Now, that is magnificent, and you would have thought it was obvious from day one what his destiny was. Not so. You never ever thought you'd be the opera singer, did you?
Oh, no, never. Till today, sometimes I said, when I awake, I said, but I'm still tenor.
Yes, am I still a tenor? Yeah.
Yeah, but in fact, you know, it's a tenor. It's like you receive a mission from God, from the nature.
But I mean, I love the fact that your background was very poor. I mean, your parents weren't well off.
Yeah, they were very modest, but happy. You know, this is the most important. Even when you are modest, if you are happy, it's okay.
And you hope one day you'd perhaps make the ensemble or a choral piece, but not to be out front lifting the roof off.
My mum asked me when I was young, "You sure you want to become an opera singer?" I said, "No, I would like to sing in a choir." It was my biggest ambition.
Isn't that wonderful? I love this. Oh, what a beautiful man. Listen to the voice, the Roberto Alagna.
Tonight, the world is wild and bright, glowing light, shooting stars into space. No just an unrest, the rest will be waiting, no matter what or right.
Oh, gosh, that is music. Well, there you are tonight in the Hamer Hall at the Melbourne Arts Centre. You can hear that and more. Go to artscentermelbourne.com.au or call 1300 182 183. And then Brisbane, my listeners up there, Saturday, July 30, a must-see. Beg, borrow or steal, the Convention and Exhibition Centre. And you book through Ticketek on 13 28 49. 13 28 49 to hear this. Until we meet again.
See you tonight.
See you tonight.
Everybody.
There he is. There we are. Roberto Alagna. What a glorious, glorious voice.